Plaintiff Michael McAdory is suing the defendant, Darius Thomas, for damages to his Mercedes that were caused when Darius sideswiped him. Darius says he is not at fault for the accident because he was being chased by his date's jealous ex-boyfriend.
Okay, Michael McAdory is suing Darius Thomas, and he is alleging that the defendant damaged his car. All right, Michael, hit it.
All right, pretty much what happened was on July 13th, I was driving southbound on LaSalle in the city of Moreno Valley at around 2:30 in the morning, coming from a cousin's birthday party. When I was driving on LaSalle, and out of nowhere, my vehicle was struck. I was just driving along LaSalle, bam! My vehicle was hit. So the airbag pop out. I get a emblem, tattoo, which I have pictures of in my car as well.
Well, look, when the airbag deploys, that's a serious hit.
Yeah, he hit me going pretty fast.
That's a serious hit. This is a head-on.
Yeah, he was coming out of Casa Encantador, the street, and my vehicle was going straight on LaSalle, so he hit me kind of like he was making a left turn. Just pow! I really didn't see him hit me. All I just know is I was driving and the car was struck. Pow!
Go ahead, do that again. Pow! Is that how you hit him?
Pow!
That's serious. That hurt, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so talk to me. That is, somebody hit you.
Yeah, so when he hits me, the airbag deploys. It's a lot of smoke, so I couldn't really see. Plus, I was so shocked because normally, if somebody hit your car, you hear or pow. It was just.
Go ahead, hit it.
It was just pow. He just hit the car. So when I finally get out, I'm mad because my car's messed up. And I just barely had that car for maybe a couple of months. So when I get out, I'm upset. I'm like, man, you hit my car. He pointing towards where he come talking about, did you see? I'm like, did I see what? I think he trying to run a scam on me. Like somebody is somebody else's fault. I was like, no, it's your fault. Then next thing I know, he just started crying and hitting himself in the head and said, I was looking for true love. And then
he was what?
Looking for true love. Just looking for true love. So then, I kind of back up because that kind of disturbed me. I didn't know what was going to come next. That's the last thing I expect to hear after somebody hit my car is true love. So I back up. Then next thing I know, he take off running. And there was also a witness that stayed at the scene and gave a statement to the police that seen him hit my vehicle and he chased them down.
So, Darius. You're looking for true love and you hit his car.
First off, I just want to say, I didn't say looking for true love. I said, what can I find love? Why can I find love? I wasn't really talking to him indirectly. I was talking more to myself because I was emotionally distraught. Going back to the beginning of the story, which I will get to later on, Judge. Your Honor. It's a long story that not even Mr.
This one's going to be interesting.
Probably doesn't.
Okay. All right, summary statements. Okay, he was fleeing from his girlfriend's upset ex-boyfriend, said he drove through the stop sign, collided with Mercedes-Benz, said he fled the scene because he was running to call the police.
Not quite, Your Honor. Not quite. There was
I'm gonna wager a bet.
No, I ran, but not to look.
Oh, no, I know you ran. But I'll bet you had a cell phone, didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah, but I'm not from the Moreno Valley area.
But you had a cell phone, but you're running to call the police?
No, I wasn't running to call the police.
This person's lying?
No. What it was that...
Is this person lying, yes or no, when they say you said you were running to call the police?
Get the police. Not call the police, get the police.
Because you know.
I can explain.
Wait, you just told me you didn't know the area. How'd you know where you were running?
I'm trying to get to that, Your Honor. I'm trying to get to that. When I was driving my date home, there was a pullover with three squad cars, maybe like no more than 3/4 of a mile from the area of the collision.
So after you hit his car, you were going to run 3/4 of a mile to those three cars? Who'll pull the other? Oh, my goodness. Okay.
Plaintiff Michael McAdory is suing the defendant for damages that occurred after the defendant sideswiped him.
You know what, Darius? Yes, we're going to let him finish.
And
so he's running to get the police.
Right. He say he was running to get the police, and the witness who pulled over, he ran and immediately jumped in his car and followed him because he was running fast. He got pretty far to the next block and made a left. So then I was gonna wait, for the witness to get him. But then I start thinking, that's my responsibility. Because, what if he hit the witness or scared the witness? So I get in my car, wreck, it's driving this, the lights are blinking.
Where's the airbag?
Making noise, sticking out. I had to catch him and get my car fixed. So I'm driving, then I turn the corner and I get out. I'm like, and you run, and I was upset. He tore up my car. I'm like, and you was running? He was like, I wasn't running. I was like, we down the street, you running. And he was like, I'll go back to the scene. Just take me back to the scene. I told him, no, walk back to the scene like you walk down here.
Who are you?
I'm the witness that arrived after the scene.
Ah, thank you. Come on, what's your name? Tell us what happened.
I'm Daniela, and I arrived like about a minute after. I live right down the street.
Okay.
And he called me, and
Who called you?
Michael.
Okay.
And I arrived, and he was crying and hitting himself on the curb.
Who's crying? Not Michael. He
was telling Michael, I'm sorry. And I told him, and Michael said, it's okay as long as you have insurance. And I said, you do have insurance, right? And he said, no, I don't. So
I didn't say anything, Your Honor. I didn't say anything to her.
Got it.
I remember, but I didn't say anything
Hold
to her.
on. Go ahead. What else did you see or hear?
that's all I seen, and the rest of the drama after that.
A lot of drama that
Yeah.
night, huh?
You ain't heard the half of it.
All right, so the police come.
Yes, the police did show up.
Did you call the police?
Yes, I called him immediately when I got out
See,
the car.
you get his cell phone.
He's
Police
from,
come
he's from
like
the
that.
area.
Oh, they knew his cell phone's from the area.
guess.
You're not?
I would
You
like-
were good. Oh, you know what? All right, Darius.
Yes.
Tell me about your night that night.
Your Honor, basically what Mr. McAdory knows is half the story. The whole thing started the night before. I'm at a club, meet a young lady. We hit it off well. Sad to say, we arranged to have a date that Saturday night, which was which go on to the 13th, like you said. We go to dinner, then we go to the drive-in. Everything is going well. Now she had mentioned that she just got out of a 4-year relationship. She has her phone off while we're watching the movie. When the movie's over, she turns it on, and he's done texted her numerous times. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, does he know he's your ex, or is he having a hard time letting go? And I'm finding out things about him as we're, as
What are you finding out about him?
That he's sentenced to go to jail the following week for domestic battery, for drug possession.
Of her?
Yes.
Ooh, so she's a victim, and he's text messaging her.
So it's okay. Well, because she's only a few blocks away, so I got to drop her. I got to drop her off at home. I got to finish the date. I drop her off. She's about to leave out. When that happens, headlights come on from the back. I notice a silver pickup immediately drives to the back of me, blocking me in. So it's like, oh geez. Next thing I know, a guy comes out, looks like an extra from a Snoop Dogg video. He's a big dude. Say about 300 pounds, got the pigtails and, coming out the baseball cap. I'm thinking, oh.
Then what happens?
He comes back to me, get out the car, get out the car, get out the car. I'm like, dude, for one thing, you outweigh me by over 200 pounds, and I don't know what you got in that pickup. I don't know, you got a cleaver behind your back pocket or not. So you get out the car, get out the car. I'm about to drive out, but then he gets in this pickup, and then he turns around, he starts chasing me. I'm, oh my God, So we're driving through, screeching and everything. You can hear the screeches from 2 blocks down.
What time is this?
This is, like you said, it was around 2 o'clock, 2:30 in the morning. This was, because the movie didn't start around 11, so that's what it was. So
Was
by the
it a
time
good movie?
it was all right. Eventually, I connect to the residential that connects to the main street.
Good.
So because he's still following me, I can't slow down, Your Honor. I know, I can't, because if he rear ends me at the speed we're going, and because of his size compared to mine, I could flip over. So as I'm coming through the stop sign, and yet I do see Mr. McAdory coming from the opposite way, and I'm thinking, well, geez, if I stop, he's going to hit me. I turn over, I want to hit Mr. McAdory anyway. But if I put pedal to the metal, maybe I can avoid Mr. McAdory. Like he said, make that left. He's right about that. And then, hey, and then it's just between me and the crazy ex. It didn't happen that way. I hit Mr. McAdory. I was emotionally, stunned. He did hit me with enough impact so that, boom, the car, goes over that way and it hits the opposite curb. So I'm thinking, oh, Jesus. I remember the police officers, like I said, when we were coming dropping her. All right, well, you already got a commotion going on down there. If I can alert them, not even knowing exactly where they were, just knowing they were in the general vicinity, if I can alert them, I'm not even really thinking about the accident.
Damages.
I'm not even thinking about the accident at the time. I'm thinking about going back, alerting police officers to go back to her place.
Right.
He comes up to me. He says, "Hey man, you gotta come back to the scene, man. I just got out of prison. I ain't the one to be doing this. I just got to prison, man." I'm
Who
like,
said this?
Mr. McAdory.
Did you just get out of prison?
No.
He said, "Man, I just got out the pen. I ain't the one to be doing this stuff." But
You
I
know
remember.
what, Darius?
No,
I
he
don't
did say
believe
that,
you.
Your Honor. He did say that. I don't believe it.
Hold on. How long do you know Michael?
I've known him for about 5 years.
Has he been missing for any length of time in the last 5 years?
Never had anything to do with the law.
Sit down.
Your Honor, she was there, but I'm thinking she was just a passerby. I didn't know she was a friend of his. She did ask me to have insurance. I did not say nothing to her because, I got my mind in a million other places. So I did not tell her no.
Sure do.
Defendant Darius Thomas says he only hit the plaintiff's car because he was speeding to escape his date's angry ex-boyfriend.
Darius, can I tell you something? You're a hoot, okay? But here's the bottom line. You're a hoot without a defense. I have never heard in 30 years, I've been around the block and around it again and again and again. I've never heard anybody tell me that they intentionally drove into someone because there's some lunatic behind them in a pickup truck.
I know
and
it
they
sounds
rationalize it's better to hit an innocent victim than maybe get rear-ended by the lunatic behind you that nobody else has seen.
I know what it sounds like.
Where's your witness?
At first she said she didn't want to go because she didn't want the drama. And then she said she was afraid of flying. So she said, well, okay, well, can you just write the witness statement? Can you at least do that for me?
Where is it?
She agreed to do it. Then she jumped
Where
off.
is it?
She didn't bring it, Your Honor.
Okay, this is an action for damages by the plaintiff. You damaged it, you pay, period, end of the story, and stop with the stories.